as I said, that Akira Toriyama basically had to do a fourth arc on the Dragon Ball Z franchise or series. And this is going to be one of my favorite arcs ever, like the previous one. So like I said before, yeah, the story was that they were going to end it with a Cell arc, and that Gohan's supposed to be quote-unquote the most powerful warrior ever. But from what I heard again, rumors were that there are rumors that the editor or somebody wanted to keep doing Dragon Ball Z, so he decided, alright, we'll do Dragon Ball Z, the Blue arc. And the difference than the previous one is, it was a big post-script. So yeah, so supposedly the premise starts as, it's been 7 years after the Cell games, and for 7 long years, Earth was very peaceful. So that's basically the start is. And for 7 years, so you got a post-script. So, like I said, it's one of my favorite arcs here, like you read this. One, you get one that you see Gohan as a teenager. So the arc starts as Gohan finally going to a public school, and he's 16 years old. And for 16, he said, "Hey, he looks like Goku." Well, yeah, but again, at his tall, he could probably get muscular if he wanted to. But yeah, now it's Gohan. That's Gohan. So you might say, "Wow, so maybe he'll be more powerful now because now he's older and now he was resembles Goku." Not so quite, but I'll explain it later. And of course, he sort of introduce a new, first you get to see finally Kid Trunks, or the real Trunks finally now. He's 8 years old, with the baby in the Cell arc, and you have to keep in mind that this Trunks is way different than in the Cell one, Future Trunks, or no Future Trunks. Remember, no Future Trunks is from an alternate universe. But this one is the actual trunk for the actual universe. Again, different premise, different storyline, different sort of ability to explain that. So introduce some new characters that gonna sort of make an impact in the franchise. First, they introduce Gohan's little brother. He's 7 years old. His name is Goten. And the first time you look at him, like, wow, he looks like Goku. Yes, I guess for strange reason. I guess people like Kid Goku, let's just say that, or Goku from Dragon Ball, because, he's cute and small. So they sort of wanted to emulate, I guess, homage. So that's the reason why Goten has the same hairdo as Goku, but he's a kid. So, but now he is Goten. And his personality is way different when Gohan was young. And the premise basically was because after Goku's dead, Chi-Chi was, I guess, feeling so sad. She sort of changed her ways, being more lenient that one, Gohan allowing to go to the World Tournament and actually training Goten how to fight. So again, like I said, this is the reason why I like this art. A lot of, changes there that, but believe it or not, it kind of annoyed me how Chi-Chi's trying to school or trying to pamper Gohan. Oh, I want Gohan to be a scholar. I want to be like his dad, a fighter. But of course, in the end of the day, Gohan's a half Saiyan, so he has that Saiyan blood on him. He wants to fight. So it's sort of the same thing with Goten, but different. Goten is more cheery than when Gohan was young. So another one is, you might think, Hercule maybe just a one-off, not really a popular character, which he became one of the most important characters in the Blue arc, because apparently he has a daughter named Videl, which is spoiler if you don't know the series, so apologize if you don't know yet, but for people who've been following Dragon Ball Z since the original version, you know that Gohan and Videl basically end up getting married. And it kind of shows later after this, there's going to be one last arc after this, believe it or not. Anyway, so Videl and Gohan, they're like sort of important character because there's another character that's going to be introduced, but like I said, that's way later. So, again, you might think, wow, so a new character. So we got to see now finally Trunks, finally now a kid, not a baby. We get Goten, now he's introduced the Goku Jr. a lot of people are questioning, so are they strong? Well, apparently they're good in their age. Golden 7, Trunks 8. But the biggest question, even when I first started watching this, are you gonna have time doing Super Saiyan, or is it gonna be something that they say, oh wow, they can do it? No, I gave you with the second option, because the surprise thing is Gohan, Kid Trunks, or now Trunks, we just call him Trunks. They don't call future Trunks, adult Trunks, I don't know. You decide. Both of them can turn Super Saiyan with relative ease. And there's a lot of question what's going on, what's the theory is. I mean, in the show, especially when Kai trying to explain it, they're going to, well, Goten, you're Super Saiyan, how do you do it? And Goten just said, I can't remember, I just know how to do it. There was an interview with Akira Toriyama, they asked him, how come Goten and Trunks was able to do Super Saiyan at their young age with relative ease? And his answer basically was, because he just can. So basically, that's having the explanation, just you know what, they just can. The end, I don't want to talk about it. They just can't, okay? So, how should they can do it? Whatever. But some people theory said it could be because of the Super Saiyan gene, because prior to even Trunks was born, Vegeta probably learned how to do Super Saiyan. Of course, you know, Goku can do Super Saiyan. So before he died, I guess, he basically, you know, to create Goten, I should say that, and by then they already have Super Saiyan, so in their gene, they already know how to do Super Saiyan, but pure instinct. I mean, no one really knows. I mean, like the official saying from Akira Toriyama, or they can do it. Some people theory was the Super Saiyan gene because of the timeline. Alright, so going back to Gohan, you might say, well, what's wrong with Gohan? I thought Gohan was powerful one. Well, unfortunately, the direction they went with Gohan, because I guess some people didn't like the idea of Gohan being stronger than Goku. So they said, hey, look, we're gonna give an excuse for why is Gohan sort of weaker than Goku, and his excuse was, even so that Gohan knows how to train, he knows how to fight, he sort of, quote-unquote, neglected, focusing more on his studies, because of that 7 years, it was peaceful, there was no enemy, so he was more focused on his studies, and that he was prioritizing his studies over his fighting. I mean, he still can fight, he's a good fighter, but now he's lacking, and that's the explanation. Unlike Vegeta, the reason why he's still strong, because every day in 7 years, he's training. Of course, Goku's dead, he was in the Dragonball tournament, anime filler, but good idea. So they're all being training, good idea, so that's what it keeps going from. So of course the bad guy here is Majin Buu. Very cool villain in my opinion, because the way his transformation is way different than say Cell or Frieza. Frieza basically, think about it as a cocoon. For each armor he breaks, he gets stronger, the NPCs transform. Cell, mostly he has to fuse with Android 780 to become a perfect Cell. Buu is quite the reverse. Then apparently there are two Buu. There's Majin Buu, but apparently there's a second Buu that's sort of trapped inside, and later on in the storyline, he was able to escape. The second Buu basically got first, he has a lot of like form. First they called him Bad Buu because he was bad, but he was old, and then for everything he sucks people up, he gets younger and younger, until at one point when he got ties with Majin Buu, and it's like he doesn't have Majin Buu's power. He basically showed that his Kid Buu, which is apparently the real Buu, and it's a kid. That as a young kid, he's the most powerful villain. Majin Buu could be powerful, but this one, like that's the final form, Kid Buu. And again, it's reversed. Rather than I need something or I'm transformation because I'm being like, I'm restricting myself, not anymore. This was the reverse, that without any restriction, now you see what his true form is. It's supposed to be powerful. So that's my thoughts about the Buu arc. It's a good storyline. I don't think I think totally one-off. I have played a bigger role. I'm not going to tell more about it. Again, like I said, more the characters basically was introduced. Some characters in the past arc basically were there, such as Android 18. Yes, Android 18 was there. Dylan's wife, they got married. At some point, there was a story. So everything they said, there was an interview with Akira Toriyama that he became a Force Ranger and he's living isolated. There you go. So that's the blue arc. So you might say, well, there's 4 you said 5 arc. Yeah. After the blue, part of the blue arc, there is a 5th one called the 10-year arc. So it's sort of epilogue to the Dragon Ball Z. Was supposed to be the end of the franchise. But this is what happened to them. So after Kid Buu, that 10 years, again, for now, and I'll explain it later, was peaceful. The 10 years later, there was a World Martial Arts Tournament. You see now Gohan and Trunks are all old, like they're teenagers to some extent. I'm not, maybe, yeah, it's kind of confusing a bit, but, well, I'll explain why, but I think they're teenager now. Trunks now looks like what the Trunks is the future Trunks, but, you know, there you go. And like I said, with the Gohan, that is the sort of a point character, and introduce another new character by the name of Han, which is Goku's grandchild. Han really likes Goku. Like in the end, basically, that when Goku was about to leave to do another training with someone, Han was sad. And then someone basically also was that after 10 years, Goku asked Kinyama, hey, you know, can you revive Buu by changing him to Ooh, which is a good version of Buu. And basically supposed to be, again, one of the future defender of Earth. And the end of the World Martial Arts Tournament, or the 10-year arc, he took Ooh under his wing and trained him, and there you go. So that's my thoughts on the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z franchise arc. Each one of them were pretty good, but like I said, for Dragon Ball, not really much to it. They're okay, it was funny, especially with Master Roshi, it's perverted, excuse the language, joke. Dragon Ball Z got a bit serious, even with the Blue arc, but I like the new characters, the post-script was actually good, so sort of a freshener to the series. So, and then of course the 10-year arc. So now, from there, you might say, well, that's it, there's no more Dragon Ball Z. Well, yes and no. One is, the franchise was so popular that apparently after the Blue arc, they wanted to do more Dragon Ball franchise, but however, Akira Toriyama said, I'm tired, I don't want to do this for a while, I need a break, I don't want to be part of it. So they decided to do an anime exclusive Dragon Ball series called Dragon Ball GT. Stands for Great Bout. Sadly, you might say, oh, it's going to be good. Fortunately, not so much, and I'll explain that in the next few blocks. So with that,